And today we are going to be discussing about what are the different kind of editors which are going to be available for this course. Okay. So what are the different kind of editors which are going to be available? So you can able to use Notepad, and you can able to use Notepad++, and we can use Sublime Text, and we can use Visual Studio Code, and we can use Visual Studio, and we can use Eclipse, brackets, and Article. See, any kind of editor, there is no restriction for the editor, and all editors are free and open source. No need to pay for any editor. Okay, and better we can use Visual Studio Code for all our course. Why? Because which is going to be having a lot of extensions, which are going to be available for each and every programming language have a specific extension to give some intelligence. So that is the why reason I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code. This is the best editor for you. Okay. So what you can do, go to Google and search for Visual Studio Code. Search for Visual Studio Code. Download. Just download Visual Studio Code for our course, and which is free. No need to pay for this. If you are using Windows machine, you can go for the Windows edition. If you are using a Mac machine, if you want to go for the Mac. Okay. So I already installed Visual Studio Code. Okay. So let me show the Visual Studio Code for you. Visual Studio Code. So this is our Visual Studio Code. I already downloaded and installed. So what you can do today for course, Visual Studio Code download. After that, this is the 5th button, and there are a lot of extensions which are already installed, and you can install extension called Open in Browser or Live Server. So the Live Server is the best one. Already I installed it. Okay. If you want, you can install this one. And one more extension is Open in Default Browser. This is the one more extension where you can able to execute your code. Install it. Okay, I already installed it. That is the reason it is showing uninstall option. Okay. So after installing extensions, what we have to do is we need to create a new file. Let's create a new file, which is the built-in text file, and write down the code. Write down the code here. Okay, so before write the code, first of all save file as HTML file. So I have to save my file in our folder. So let's go to our folder. In desktop, I created a folder for our class, and let's create a new folder for today class. The date today is 10 and 8. And inside our folder, I'm going to be preparing my first file. Okay, first HTML file. First .html. Let's give the extension .html. First .html. Okay, so HTML creates with HTML tag. HTML tag open, HTML tag close. Yes. And inside the HTML tag, we have two important tags. One is the head and body. So first of all, we need to know what is HTML, all these things. Why HTML? What is HTML? HTML is hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. And HTML used for design web pages. Okay, HTML is collection of tags. HTML have all predefined tags. Yes, predefined tags. See, HTML have multiple kind of tags. Let's write so many points here. HTML have different kind of tags. The first kind of tag is paired tags. Second kind of tag is unpaired tags. Unpaired tags. First one is paired tags. Second one is unpaired tags. Third kind of tag is self-closed tags. See, let's go to the paired tags. What are the paired tags? How paired tags will be? Tag open, tag close, tag close. This is the paired tag. Unpaired tags. What are the unpaired tags? Let's have the break. Okay, so this is the unpaired tag. Let's have the HR. HR also unpaired tag. Let's have the self-closed tags. Something like IMG tag. IMG is self-closed tags. Okay, this is a kind of self-closed tag, and PR is having only closed tags. HR also having only closed tags. These are the unpaired tags. Self-closed tag is this one. Okay, name of the tag, and which is going to be ended by the slash. Got my point?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the editor. And HTML is something like global element. Inside HTML, we have two sections. One is the header section, one is the body section. Coming to the header section is having title tag. And title, I'm going to be writing, this is my first page. And coming to the body, inside the body, I'm going to be writing a lot of HTML content. Whatever the content you want, you can write it. So I'm writing something like, hello, this is my first page. Okay, so after writing this, right click on the editor, open in default browser. Okay, what you can see here. Okay, access denied. At the point, I already have. Okay, let's make it Chrome as the default browser.
Oh.
Settings. Negative. Okay, so let's go to the Chrome browser. Open in default browser. So I got my page. So what is my page here? Hello, this is my first page. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be writing hello, this is my first page, something here, some text I'm writing. If you want to write multiple lines of text, you can write multiple lines of text. I'm writing multiple lines of text. Inside my body, I'm writing multiple lines of text. If you are writing multiple lines of text, automatically it is going to be taking in the single line. Okay. If you want to break it, what we need to do is we need to take a break tag. Break tag is going to be breaking the line. Break tag is going to be breaking the line. So I'm just making copy here, break, pasting here, pasting here. So now you can see this page is going to be having 3 lines of the code. Hello, this is my first page, and again, hello, this is my first page, and again, hello, this is my first page. Got my point?
Yes.
So this is the way of writing your body, and inside the body there are a lot of tags. There are multiple kind of tags. Okay, let's write about HTML comments. So how to write HTML comment? If you want to comment something, you have to give the comments. So how you can able to write the HTML comment? This will be something like this. Okay, so you are writing HTML code over there, and finally you have to close it. This is HTML comment. Whenever you want to make it comment. So I'm going to be writing a lot of tags here. Okay, so let's explain. This is about a break tag, right? This is about the BR tag. This is about this program about the BR tag. I'm just making comment. Now I'm writing paragraph. P tag. P tag for paragraph. P tag for paragraph. Sir, no. P tag for paragraph. So how we can write P tag? You know already paragraphs, right?
Yes.
If you want to open the para and close the para. and write down some default text for the paragraph. And the default text coming from, there is a website called Lorem Ipsum. Just go to the Lorem Ipsum, take some default text from this, paste inside P. Then automatically your paragraph is going to be available. Okay, if you want to take multiple paragraphs, what you can do, copy paragraph, paste again. Now how many paragraphs we have?
So many paragraphs.
2 paragraphs. We have 2 paragraphs. You can see. You can see we have 2 paragraphs.
Yes.
This is my first paragraph. This is my second paragraph. Is it clear? And after that, what I want to do is I will write a headings. Headings. So different kind of headings I will write. There are multiple kind of headings. There are multiple kind of headings. H1, H1 to H6. H1 to H6. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. 6 kind of headings. H3, H4, H5, H6. And inside this heading, I will write some kind of text. I will write some kind of text. So this is the plain text I'm writing inside the headings. Now you can see the output of headings. There are multiple kind of headings, right? H1
Yes.
to H1 to H6. Yeah. After headings, I will go to the text decoration tags. There are multiple kind of text decoration tags which are going to be available. Okay. So what are the different kind of text decoration tags? I tag. I for italic. I for italic text. Let's break it. And after that, I am writing U tag. U for underline.
Underline.
U for underline. And let's write for B tag. B for bold. B for bold. And let's write for strong tag. Strong tag. Strong for a strong text. Let's write a subscription. How you can write subscription? Something like a H and a sub tag and 2, H2O. If you want to write H2O kind of thing, then you can write a sub tag. Sub is something like subscription. Sub is something like subscription. You can see the output of these things. The first one is italic text. Second one have underline, and third one is bold, and last one is strong. Bold and strong look like same.
Yes.
This will be subscription. Subscription something what? You can see some content was subscripted here. H2O. Some 2 was subscripted. This is the subscription. H2O. And what about superscription? Superscription something like A square plus B square. So what about superscription is 2 and 2 superscripted for A and B. 2 and 2 superscripted for A and B. And here 2 is subscripted for H. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let us go to the superscription now. Superscription. So after this, A square. If you want to write a square, a superscription for this, A square plus B square. B superscription B square. A square plus B square. And let me write a break tag. Then finally, I just want to go for hyperlinks. Hyperlinks. How hyperlinks will be? How hyperlinks will be? And here, let me write a HR tag. What is a HR tag? HR for horizontal row. HR for horizontal row. If you want to place the horizontal row, you can write the HR. Okay, HR is not like this. You can just leave the simple HR. Yeah, you can see the HR now. See, you can see the line, right? After A square
Yes.
plus B square, you can see the line. That is something like a horizontal row. Okay, let's take a horizontal row here in the paragraph middle also. After the paragraph, I'm taking horizontal row. Again, after the paragraph, I'm taking horizontal row. So you can see horizontal row every time after the paragraph here. So HTML is completely just designing part. So construction part, what you can do is just give construction for the page. Let's take hyperlinks now. For hyperlinks, I will take new program. Can I take new program for hyperlinks?
No.
Yeah, I'm taking new program for hyperlinks now. So this is about hyperlinks. Hyperlinks.html. Every file got saved with HTML extension. All HTML files are saved with .extension .html format. Remember the note point here. All HTML files are saved with .html format. .html format. Remember it. Okay. And one more point. All CSS files are saved with
CSS. Dot CSS.
Yeah. Saved with .css format. All JavaScript files are saved with .js format. So let's move to the file now. Now trying to place in the hyperlinks. href. Href is attribute here. Href is attribute, and this is the link name. This is the link name. And let's take a break. And let's take one more link here. And this is going to be having open in the new tab. Google open in new tab. Open in new tab. Okay, for open new tab, what we need to do is target attribute. Target underscore blank attribute. Let's take the Google link now. I'm taking Google link, google.com. Copy the link here in the browser and paste inside the href. And this is the Google link I pasted in the attribute value. And again, I'm pasting here in the attribute value. Launch the browser now. Open in default browser. I got two hyperlinks over there. First hyperlink is Google. Second hyperlink is Google open in new tab. You can click on the Google now. Once you click on the Google, it is opening in the same tab. And once I click on the second one, Google open in the new tab. Automatically, it is taking new tab for you. Can you see that? The second one is opening in the new tab. Can you observe that?
Yes.
What is the major difference between the top one and bottom one? The top one is opening in the same tab. Google is opening in the same tab, but this one is opening in the new tab. Separate tab is getting opened for you. Can you see two different tabs got opened for you? Two times I run the application, automatically we are getting two tabs, different tabs. Okay, so this is what actually about hyperlinks. With hyperlinks, you can able to load PDFs and different kind of PPT files, whatever the text files you want, you can able to load. Suppose let's load a PDF file. Okay, open PDF file. So I just want to load a PDF file. What I want to do is, first of all, I need to save the PDF file into our folder. Okay, let's copy some PDF. Okay, I have some PDF on top of desktop. Okay, copy the PDF and paste in our folder. So where is our folder? Our class folder is something like Madhu class, Madhu class. Inside Madhu class, inside this folder, I need to paste a PDF file. What is the name of the PDF? What is the name of the PDF? Something like Telugu. Telugu is my PDF name. So I need to give the PDF name here, telugu.pdf. Automatically, you can able to launch your PDF file. Okay, let's launch the application again. Launch the browser, refresh it. First one is Google. Second one is Google open in a new tab. And third one is open PDF file. You can see I got a PDF open.
Yes.
I got a PDF open, telugu.pdf, Geeta.
Yes.
Okay. So hyperlinks are not going to be opening hyperlinks like URLs and hyperlinks are going to be using for loading the local files also. So I'm loading local file called a PDF. So here I'm loading some URL, Google URL, and here I'm loading a PDF file. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
This is the way of working with hyperlinks, and you can able to work on hyperlinks later. And let me take now about images. Images.html. Okay, so images are actually working with img tag, img and src is attribute for that. And images are self-closure tags. Images are self-closure tags. And what I need to do is I need to take URL for the images. Okay, so let's take some images now. Okay, so and I'll take some image now. Yeah, I'll take some image now. Right click on this image, copy image address, and paste inside the src. Okay, so you can see I got image, right?
Yes.
I got image. But if you want to load a local file, you can load a local file also. Suppose I want to take a local file. Let's take a local file. This image is going to be saving into my folder. Save image as
Yes.
into our folder. I'm saving the image. This is something like one. Okay, I loaded image. What is the extension of the image? 1.jpeg. Can you see this?
Yes.
I downloaded image 1.jpeg. So what I want to do now, I need to take another image, img src 1.jpeg, self-closure tag. I got two images now. You can see, you can load your HTML page with two images. Can you see two images I got loaded?
Yes.
Two images I got loaded. But when you want make some sizes for the images, with attributes you can able to adjust. Width of image is 100 pixel and height of the image is going to be 200 pixel. I'm just adjusting the height and width for the images. Sizes adjustment. For images, I'm adjusting sizes. Two attributes I'm writing for the both images. Width of the each image is 100 pixel. Height of the each image is 200 pixel. And let's launch the application again. You can see two images got loaded. So height is not looking good, right? 150 pixel I will take. 150 pixel I got taken. Okay, you can see two images I got loaded.
Yes, sir.
How many images you want, you can able to take. Okay, suppose I just want to have multiple images. You can take multiple images. I got taken multiple images here. So paste everything. This is what actually trying to working with images. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Now we will do simple assignment. What is this assignment is, you need to take a box. Inside the box, you need to have paragraph and image. What you can do for paragraph and image? Let's take some assignment. Assignment.html. What I can do now, I'll take multiple sections. Section is something like a division, or section tag you can take. So inside the section, I'll take some image, img src, some 1.jpeg. Is this clear? And I'll take some paragraph for this. Okay, so where is the paragraph? Here it is, the paragraph text, right? Let's copy the complete paragraph. Okay, I taken some section. Inside this particular section, I got some image and paragraph. Is it clear?
Yes.
And I'll take a multiple sections here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I take multiple sections. Let's launch this application. You can see paragraph and image. But I'm not writing CSS. If you write CSS, you can make it box. Each and every section you can make it box. Okay, so even though I'm not writing CSS, but it is dummy HTML. Dummy HTML also, it is looking good. But if you want, you can write a style sheet for the CSS. In CSS, for each and every section, I'll write some width of the section is 50% of the page. And background color of the section should be something like a biscuit color. And border radius is going to be 10 pixel. See, this is something like CSS. Later we will see that.
Oh.
CSS later we will see. Now you can see each and every section is going to be adjusted or not.
Yeah, adjust.
Okay, so I'll just give some more things. Section is 40 pixel and border radius is good. And after that, I'm giving some padding for that. Padding 20 pixel. Padding is inner margin, inner space. You can see I'm giving some padding for the each and every box. And box to box, some space you want to give, you can give margin for that. Margin 40 pixel. You can give margin also. Each and every box is actually separated as margins. Is it clear?
Yes.
And this will be adjustable. You can see this will be adjustable.
Yeah.
Why? Because of this is percentage mode. When you apply percentage mode, the section is going to be adjusting based on your page, based on your device. So this is what actually about images. You can load images from URL and you can able to load images from your local folder. At the same time, there is a one more point. I just want to load image from the folder. When you want to load some image from the folder, what you can do is, I'll take another image. I'll take another image and this image I'll show in the folder. I'll save in the folder. So inside the class, inside the 10.8 folder, I'll create a new folder. What is the folder name is images. Inside images, I can save my images. I can save my images 2.jpeg. So what my requirement is, I need to load image from folder. If you want to load image from the folder, what you can do? img src. First of all, we need to give the folder name images slash 2.jpeg. This is important. This is important. Why? Because of in real time, maybe the project, your web application is going to be having different kind of section. For example, this is your application. This is your application. This is your index.html file, and you'll be having separate folder for the JS JavaScript files, and you are having separate folder for the images, and you are having separate folder for the CSS files, and you are having separate folder for the different kind of SRC files. This is the real-time scenario. Okay, this is index.html. So we are working with single page applications, right? In single page applications, maybe the multiple kind of HTML files will be available, but all files are injected in the index.html. Okay, this is the folder called CSS folder. And this is the folder for JavaScript files. And this is the folder for SRC. And this is the folder for some more things. Okay. And what you can do, for example, I want to load some image from the folder. In the folder images, I'll be having multiple images inside. I'll be having multiple images inside. If I want to load this image into this HTML, what you can do? Or if you want to load some other CSS file from CSS folder, if you want to load some JavaScript file from the JS folder. So everything is going to be binding into the HTML finally. Everything is going to be binding into the HTML. Why? Because of your HTML is actually overlapping with the CSS and JavaScript later. This is your HTML content, and your HTML content is getting overlapped with CSS and JavaScript. Yes or no?
Yes.
Your HTML is going to be overlapped with the HTML is overlapped with the CSS and JavaScript. And again, if you want to overlap with the React.js, JavaScript, HTML, CSS completely overlapped with the Bootstrap, for example. Bootstrap is a responsive web application design. It's a library, and everything is going to be overlapped with the React.js example. Okay. So this will be the React.js. Finally, React is overlapped all the content. React is overlapped HTML, and React overlapped with CSS and JavaScript and Bootstrap, everything. Finally, your application working with React.js. But React.js inbuilt contained with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right or wrong? Even Bootstrap also.
Yes.
Finally, your application is rendering with React.js into the browser. React is actually rendering to the browser. React is rendering to the browser. This is front end. This is front end. But what you want to load the content on top of the HTML, that should be different. That will be the model. Is the backend. You have the service, you have the database. From the database, you need to pick up the data with URLs and all. That will be the different. But finally, we are understanding about the front end part first. Even in the front end part, we are understanding about the designing part. Designing is HTML. And later we will move to the CSS. CSS is cascading style sheets and different kind of decorations we are going to be applying on top of the HTML. Got my point?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is what actually about images. Okay, and let's try to understand about iframes now. Iframes. Iframes.html. Okay, so let's take iframe. So basically, if you want to work with iframe, let's go to the YouTube now. This is a YouTube channel where you can able to go for the video and go to the share button and go to the embed button and click on the copy link here. Okay, so this will be the iframe for you. Sorry. Embed here. Click on embed button and this will be the iframe for this. Take the iframe. Let's go to our channel, my channel, this one, playlist, and let's have some video here. Okay, click on embed button and take the iframe here. Yeah, take the iframe and paste inside your HTML. And finally, you have to run this application to the browser. Open in default browser, you'll get iframe, right? You'll get iframe. Iframe is something like inner frame. Iframe is something like inner frame. You can see iframe here. The HTML video. In my channel, HTML video is available. You can see, you can watch this HTML video. Is this clear? This is about
Yes,